And we are live. Woohoo!
Yes, I'm so excited, so excited.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're jumping right in, and I am so happy to have you on here. Can you?
Woohoo!
Yes. So I am Erica Latrice. I'm going to kick it off by handing the mic over to let Gretchen and Tanya, who are two amazing, amazing coaches. They're going to kick it off and introduce themselves. We are going to go in tonight. So you should pat yourself on the back and give yourself a virtual high five, in-person high five for signing up for tonight's webinar because I'm telling you, this is a game changer. This is such a game changer because you have like the top people on your team right now. I'm Erica Latrice, the Makeover Mogul. We have Tanya Watkins and Gretchen. So I'm going to pass the mic over to Gretchen, and she's going to tell you a little bit about why she's the most amazing sales coach out there right now. So Gretchen, you want to take it away?
Thank you so much. You are so sweet. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gretchen Mall, and I am a sales coach for female entrepreneurs. My mission is to change the way that you view sales and to realize it is literally the lifeblood of any business. If you don't have sales in your business, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants hobby status. I have been doing this, oh gosh, I've been in the sales industry for almost 15 years. I know what you're saying. God, she doesn't look old enough to do that. You are so right. But I've been doing this for about 15 years. I got my start in corporate America. Loved what I did, was really good at it, was making good money. At the time, I had little kids, and I was getting up in the morning. I was taking my daughter to daycare, and she was asleep. And I was getting off work and coming home, and she was asleep. And there were so many days and so much time I missed out on my kids. And I don't know if anybody's ever been in the situation where you're making good money, but the time freedom is non-existent, absolutely non-existent. So my husband and I, actually my husband's in the same industry as me, we worked together at the time, and we decided that somebody had to take a deep breath and somebody had to take a back seat. So I was lucky enough to get an opportunity to go work at a startup for a friend who had been just starting up a business, and really quickly, inside of 18 months, I was contributing 7 figures to her bottom line every single year. And I got to watch from the inside out just what it took to run a small business and how she wasn't a genius. She didn't have all the answers. She was making decisions and course correcting and making decisions and course correcting. And I watched them get rich. Go on trips to Europe. They bought literally a yacht. I live on the East Coast. They were going up to New York all the time, and I got angry, like in my skin, angry. And my husband held a picture to a mirror up to my face, and thank God it's one of the rare times I listen to him. But he said, you can get bitter or you can get better. And I really kind of took that to heart and jumped into entrepreneurship. And I've got 2 other businesses other than my sales coaching. And what I really, really love is helping women. I love to help women in their businesses because it's not just you guys. This is truly the ripple effect for me. This is helping a little girl go to dance lessons. This is helping a mom quit her 9-to-5 and come home to her kids. This is retiring parents. By the way, these are all things that I've helped clients do, and it's really exciting when it's you, when you get to quit your day job, but it is like the best thing when your clients get to do it. Like that celebration is absolutely everything. And I'm super, super pumped to be on this call and to just really pour into you guys. Those of you that know me, you know I tell kind of the same stories over and over again because that is like the mother of all learning. But anybody who's ever seen a rubber band, I want you guys to picture this because this is just everything that we're doing tonight, okay? So your mind and your business is a rubber band right here, okay? And when you guys have a new rubber band, you know, as you start to pull it and stretch it, it's really hard. And as it snaps back, it can hurt. And the more you pull on it and the more you stretch it, it snaps, but not back nearly as far, right? It's getting bigger and bigger every time. And that is exactly what we're doing to your business right now and to your mind, okay? We're going to pull your business a little bit, and we're going to stretch you. And in my experience, if something rubs you the wrong way, it's probably meant for you. So if there's something here tonight that you're like, she ain't talking to me, I probably am. We probably are. It's probably for you. But as we pull and stretch your mind a little bit and stretch your business and get you a little bit out of your comfort zone, guys, that's where the growth is. Okay, that's where you're going to see the difference in your business. So I'm super, super pumped to be here, and I can't wait for y'all to meet Tanya, for those of you who don't know her.
Awesome. That was amazing. I don't even know how I follow that up, quite honestly. But so yeah, we are so excited to have you here today. You are in the company of three amazing women, and yes, we are tooting our own horns because we are just that awesome. So just to give you a little bit of background about myself, I am Tanya Watkins, branding and social media strategist for lady bosspreneurs who are looking to get their brand right, attract their tribe, and monetize their hustle. And what that means is do what you need to do on social media so that you are effectively attracting people to your business and making money, because we do not believe in side hustles, right? We actually say, we won't say it for the webinar, but my girls know what I say about side hustles. It's a 4-letter word. So with that being said, just to give you a little bit more background about myself, I actually started off just like Gretchen in sales over 15 years ago, and really started to see that I understood how to connect with my clients in a way that allowed them to not only buy with me, but buy with me long term. And so that's what I teach my clients about. It's not about that one sale, but it's about creating loyalty beyond reason. So it's a lot of what I talk about, because you can have one sale, but if that's all you're going to have, then you're not going to have a sustainable business. So that's one of the things that I talk about, especially in branding and attracting the people that you're going to have for you forever. So I actually went from working in corporate to having dealings in MLM as well, and seeing success there and helping my downline understand what it meant to not only represent the company that you work for, especially in network marketing, but to create your own brand, to be your own personal brand, because people buy from people. So it's a lot about what you're going to hear tonight, and really what we want you to do is to open your mind. Just like Gretchen said, there might be some things that you hear that maybe they're tugging on your heartstrings, and they're doing that for a reason. So what we want you to do is to be open-minded, grab a pen and paper, and really start to take notes on what you're hearing. And the one thing that I want to tell you is that if you're on this webinar, it's for a reason. It's not just to listen to us and see our pretty faces. It's to take action. So what you need to do is, after this webinar, create a game plan, because we don't want to waste your time, and we don't want to waste our time either. So we want to hear from you once this is done, what you plan on doing to make a difference in your business. And with that being said, I will hand it over to Erica.
Yes, you guys. So, as they both said, we're going to be giving a lot of information to you all tonight. So I hope that you have your notebooks ready. And just to tell you a little about me, can you guys see me, Gretchen?
Yep.
Yeah, you're great.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So just to tell you guys a little about me, I am Erica Latrice, and the stories that you just heard with Tanya and with Gretchen is so powerful, because our stories are what not only attracts other people to us, but they are the reason that we're able to be in the position that we're in today to truly help you. So just a little bit about me. My background is in everything. I've done cold calling. I've been hung up on. I've had a lot of experience with sales and marketing, and I love it. There was a time in my life where literally in one weekend I lost everything, and I'm sharing this with you because I learned such a valuable lesson in that. It was during a time, at the time I thought it was one of the lowest points in my life. I went out of town, went to a friend's wedding for the weekend, and by the end of that weekend I no longer had anywhere to live. I lost my car, everything. And it took me to a place of realizing that excuses will keep you stuck where you're at. But what I found out at that time, when I had no other option but to go up, I learned that we have a choice about our resilience. We have a choice about the things that we see take place in our life. And for that reason, that's why I'm so passionate about helping you pursue your passion. I'm so passionate about showing you strategies and tools that will override your excuses. One of my favorite quotes is that you are as your strongest excuse. So what Tanya, Gretchen, and I are going to do tonight is to help you eliminate any excuse that's stopping you from building the business that you deserve to have, the business that you started with a reason of having it. A lot of times people say, they don't want to come across salesy, they don't want to spend, they don't want to spam their potential clients, or, you kind of hold back on closing deals and closing sales and booking clients. But at the end of the day, as Gretchen just said, you are not in business if you don't have income. And the tools that we're going to give you all tonight is how you can create the income that you set out to create in your business. So we're going over how to attract your ideal client without chasing them. That's one of the topics that we'll be discussing tonight. Secondly, we're also going to talk about building those relationships. How do you build relationships to not only attract clients, but keep them engaged once you attract them? And our superstar sales queen, Gretchen, is going to close it out with how you can start maximizing those discovery calls. So what are you discovering when you're on the discovery calls? Gretchen is going to share that as well. So you definitely want to lean close to your screen, take notes. We're going to give you a lot of information tonight. And if you have any questions, make sure that you put those in the chat box, and we will be keeping an eye out so that we can answer your questions as we get going. So I am going to be kicking it off with client attraction. I have 3 things that I believe are vital for you. If you are in a position right now and you're hearing crickets, or you're in a position where you feel like you're having to beg people to take a look at your products and your services, that is what I'm about to share with you. So these are 3 simple strategies that you can use, like yesterday, 3 simple strategies that you can use to start attracting your ideal client. The first thing that I want to talk to you guys about is social media. And by social media, I mean everything. Facebook, Instagram, Blab, Snapchat, Periscope, and everything else that's going to come out like in the next 20 minutes. But it is so important. The first thing that I want to drive home to you is that it is so important that you are maximizing these social media outlets. Let me repeat that. It is so important that you are maximizing these social media outlets. And by maximizing, I mean monetizing. So if you're just on Facebook clicking through, Sally Sue's profile, looking at her dog and, what her mom ate for dinner, that's fine. But you're wasting your time because there is so much more value out there with social media. And a few simple things that you can start doing now to maximize social media is exhausting all resources that have been handed to you. For example, on Facebook, there is something that is so simple, and I didn't realize how many people were overlooking this. But if you are on Facebook right now and you only have a personal profile, or if you're only giving attention to your personal profile, you are blocking money. You are blocking potential clients from not only being attracted to you, but opting in for your programs and your services. So the first thing that I want you to think about is the top 3 social media outlets that you're most comfortable with. I want you to take just a moment and write down those top 3 social media platforms. Are you on Facebook more of the time? Are you on Instagram? What are you on? I want you to write down those 3 things. And I want to share with you with Facebook, if you are on Facebook, if you're not on Facebook, you need to get on Facebook yesterday. So if you are on Facebook and you only are using or only have a personal profile, it is vital for many reasons, but it is vital that you have a public page on Facebook. If you are on Periscope, I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown of a few things. If you're on Periscope and you are not scoping messages that are relevant to your ideal client, you are blocking people from coming in to the services and the products that you have to offer. So with the outlets that you have, like I said, write down your top 3. You have to start by being very clear on what your time is being spent on. And if you're serious about attracting your ideal clients, you have to show up. Attracting your ideal clients is all about getting attention. As superficial or vain as that might sound, at the end of the day, if they don't know who you are, they can't buy your products. If they don't know who you are, they can't get inspired by your message. So it is so important that you're looking at least 3, I would say more because they're not charging you to have a social media page, but at least there should be at least 3 platforms that you are maximizing. 3 social media platforms that you're maximizing to promote and get the message out about your products and your services. Now, the second thing that is vital, the second thing that's vital when we're talking about attracting your ideal client is having a website. I always use this example that if you were to be dealing with some type of ailment, some sickness, something was going on with you, and you had to reach out to a doctor. If you were doing your research to figure out which doctor you were about to invest your hard-earned money into to help you with whatever your issue was, and while you're out looking, you run into someone and they hand you an index card and they scribble their information. Oh, yeah, I can fix you up. Let me just jot down my email address at hotmail.com. Chances are you're going to go for that doctor that has a website, testimonials. You're going to go for that person that is owning up to their professionalism. That person that told you they have a business, so they've invested whatever it took to actually show up and look like they own a business. So if you don't have a website, there are so many solutions to getting a professional website up quick, fast, and in a hurry. But if you don't have a website, there is so much that you're missing out on with attracting your ideal client. And one of the things that I want to just put out there for you, and of course we want to give you guys so much information. We don't have that time tonight to give you as much as we want, but just definitely stay tuned so you can find out how you can get even more. But if you have a website and you are not capturing email addresses, information as soon as people come up there, you're missing out on your ideal client. So when we talk about client attraction, you want to put things out there that's going to draw them in. Giveaways, make it easy for them to find your opt-in form, make it easy for them to sign up as soon as they show up on your website. Because a lot of the times when you're chasing people down, when you're having to beg them, it's because you haven't put enough options out there to allow them to easily have access to you. So if they have to search, if they have to struggle to find you, then they are not going to search and struggle to find you. So the second thing, with your website, make it easy. Make it so easy. As soon as they show up on the scene, make it easy for them to get connected with you. Don't hide your contact page. Don't make it difficult for them to find your opt-in forms. Make it easy for them. And the third thing that is so important, this is something so simple but easily overlooked, is creating a community. So if you're on these social media sites and you don't have a group, if you haven't created an environment that you can immediately plug your ideal clients into, this can push people away. There are people that are sitting there waiting to get more information from you. There are people that are sitting there waiting for every time that you have a program coming out, they want to be a part of it. So one thing that you can do to ensure that you're getting their attention and you're making it easy for them to come into you instead of you chasing them down is to create an environment for them. One simple way that you can create an environment is definitely by starting with a Facebook group, having a private group. Again, depending on the social media outlet, but most of you connected with us through Facebook, so we're just going to focus on Facebook for right now. But creating a group that is relevant and it caters to your ideal client, that is vital. And there are a lot of tricks. There are a lot of little things that you can do to not only promote engagement, but to easily funnel people when they're in that environment, to easily funnel them into your products and services. So the next person that's up, Tanya, is going to take it just a little step further. After you put all of the systems in place to make it easy for your ideal client to chase after you, Tanya is about to share with you guys some quick strategies for building those relationships and keeping yourself visible so that when you do those systems that we just talked about, you're able to maximize them to the fullest. So up next, we have Ms. Sue Strategist, Tanya Watkins.
Thank you. That was awesome. I hope you guys are taking notes because she dropped a lot of value bombs there, for sure. So really want to talk to you about building relationships online. It's, you need to have that strategy, as Erica talked about, of getting yourself positioned to look like you are a professional entrepreneur and not just someone who's side hustling. But this is your thing, right? This is your business and it's your baby, and you are someone who's taking us to the next level because you see that you want results. You're not messing around, right? So now you've done all of those things, and now it's time to really figure out how to get out there, gain visibility, and create relationships. So the three things I want to talk to you about is, one, getting clear on what you want to be known for. Also, what I call make girlfriends. So you should have girlfriends that you're talking to all day, every day. And then offering high-touch value so that people know that you are the real deal. What that's going to do for you is that's going to allow you to become a leader and an influencer in your niche and have people coming to you when they need your services. And that's what you want, right? Erica always talks about, we don't want to be hearing crickets, right? We don't want to be chasing after people. We want people chasing after us, right? So that's what we're going to talk to you about today. So the first thing, know what you want to be known for. A lot of times I see people posting and they have these cute inspirational posts, but they don't really relate back to who they are and what they represent as their brand. So it's cute that you want to inspire someone, but it really should relate back to what your mission is. So what are the 2 to 3 topics that you want to talk about that's going to reflect back on your brand mission and who you are and what it is that you do? Because it's great that you want to uplift someone, but that's not going to take you to the bank. So figuring out and have clarity on those topics that you are continuously posting, whether it's motivational topics, whether it's value where you're teaching someone something, or you are promoting yourself, you want to be consistent. Okay, another way that you need to be consistent is through some of the photos that you use, something so simple as a photo. But I see people using, 20,000 different photos. Your hair's curly in one, your hair straight in the other, you got braids in the next one. You need to be consistent and show up consistently so that she knows, okay, this is Erica, this is Gretchen. I know who I'm looking at, and I know exactly what she's offering me, and I'm going to message her right now. So remain clear in your topics and show up in those valuable posts that relates back to who you are and what you represent as a brand. Because it's cute that it's Happy Monday or Happy Friday, that's great, but what does that have to do with your brand? Not a damn thing, okay? So that's that. Also, you want to use colors that, Erica's laughing at me. You want to use colors that you create your color palette. So it's not, oh, today I feel like I want to use the color purple. No. If that's your color, you stick to it. And so, with my clients, we go through what is going to attract your client. And it's not because you love rose gold. That's nice. But does your ideal client, is that what's going to attract her? So coming up with your color palette and using that consistently in your posts so that, again, you show up consistently, and that is going to create the visibility, right? Also, you want to make sure that your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, everything is aligned. So with those colors, with the topics that you talk about, and the flow and the vibe of your business does not change based on the platform that you're using. Because, again, if you're going to see her on Instagram, you want to make sure that she knows who you are when you're on Facebook, right? So that's what I want to talk about in terms of knowing what you want to be known for and how to show up. The next topic is to make girlfriends all day, every day. So this is what I say to my clients. In order to stand out online and in the scenes, you have to be able to stand out offline and behind the scenes. So I'm going to say that again. In order to stand out online and in the scenes, you have to stand out offline and off the scenes. That means you're connecting with people. You're saying hello. You're seeing something online that you thought was so amazing. Why are you keeping that to yourself? Message her and say, I love what you just posted. It resonated with me so much. You are awesome. Thank you for that because you just made my day. And you're going to have 3 different types of girlfriends online if you're an entrepreneur. And if you're doing it the right way, you will have 3. So one is the girlfriend that you can talk to and say, hey, girl, this is what I'm going through. Let's talk about it. And you guys are going to collaborate and chit-chat and really have those conversations that you have with a like-minded individual to push you to the next level. You may not have that girlfriend outside of this online space. Your homegirl may say, what are you doing online? And that's all well and good, but you want to have people in your circle that knows the grit of this business, and you might meet her online. So that's girlfriend number 1. Girlfriend number 2 is going to be the girlfriend that you're collaborating with and you're making money with, like my homegirl Erica and my homegirl Gretchen. Those are my girlfriends that we are collaborating together, and we're building our businesses outside of this and together. Right?
You're my favorite collaborator.
Absolutely. And that 3rd girlfriend is the one that we're always looking for. We're so hungry to meet her, but it's not that serious. We need to take it a step back and be friends with her because that's the girlfriend that's going to spend money with us. She loves us so much because of what we've offered her and what she's seen us do that she wants to take part in our offerings. She wants to be a part of our programs, and she needs our services. So 1, the girlfriend that you can collaborate with just to chit-chat because you guys are in the same space together and you need someone that is like-minded. So that's girlfriend number 1. Girlfriend number 2 is the girlfriend who says, you know what? We work well together. Let's go out and get this money. Let's go out and serve our people. Let's put out this bomb product that everyone's going to love because we are so amazing alone, but together we are unstoppable. Girlfriend number 2. And then girlfriend number 3 is the girlfriend, like I said, we all want, right? Because she's the one who's going to want to spend so much time with us, so she's giving us the money to spend and be along with us on the journey with our products and with our services. So what you need to be doing to find those girlfriends is not just posting, because that's not gonna do much, right? You want to be commenting on posts. So if you're posting one, you need to be commenting on 5, 6, 7 posts, other people's posts, and not just, oh, that's cute, oh, love, random emojis. No, you want to make sure that you are giving rich comments. What I mean by that is you're actually adding value. You're not just throwing up kissy faces and hearts. You are adding value to her post, right? You are also messaging people and saying, hello, how are you? What do you do? I saw you on this Facebook group. I need to learn more about you because what I saw was so awesome and I just had to message you, right? You need to make, and it's not under the basis of, ooh, I hope she buys from me one day. No, it's so that you can get to know her because that's what this business is all about. And for her to get to know you, and again, she's going to fall under one of those 3 categories. You just need to figure it out. All right. So the last thing that I want to talk about is offering high-touch value, which is something that not everyone talks about because it's kind of an icky thing, like, ooh, how much do I give without putting a price tag on it? So you want to make sure that people understand how amazing you are. And it's not just you're going to say, you know what, F this program, I'm just going to give all my services away for free. But if you see someone that you may have talked to before and they're struggling, let's say you're a mastermind with Facebook ads, there's no problem in messaging her and saying, hey, I saw that you said you had a little bit of an issue. How can I help you? It takes 5 minutes for you to help her. You don't think she's going to recommend you to someone who needs a Facebook ad strategist? She probably will. So, adding value in a post is great when you're, sharing all these things in this novella that you wrote and you put a cute little picture to go along with it. But what's going to take you a step further is when you're doing high-touch value, when you're offering tidbits of what you provide in a paid service, but for free. And again, it's not this big to-do where you're, taking away the value that you provide, but you are doing this in a way that's going to allow people to get to know who you are and how amazing you are so that they are referring you to their friends, family, whoever, and then eventually maybe they'll put down some money for you as well. So don't forget that. All right, I think I've covered my 3 topics, so get clear on what you want to be known for and make sure that your posts resonate all those things, that you're making girlfriends all day, every day, and that you're offering high-touch value so that you can put yourself out there to be the leader that you are and the influencer you are in your niche. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to hand it over to Gretchen.
Oh, thank you so much. That was amazing. You girls are just absolutely killing it with this value. I hope you guys are really writing all this down and getting this because this is some good stuff. Like I'm learning a little bit here, so this is awesome. So I'm going to talk a little bit today just about your sales calls. I call them sales calls because I'm a little old school, but people call them all kinds of stuff now. Strategy calls, clarity calls. I call them sales calls, discovery calls, I've heard them called. It's all the same thing. Okay, so there's a couple steps to the sale, and that's, after all, what we're all after, right, is we're out to either help people and to make a living doing this. So in that sales point, there's about 5 steps to the sale, and the sales call is what I would call the 5th one. Like, that's kind of the last thing. And there's already done some stuff up until this point, which the other girls have done an amazing job with telling you, but you're not going to just meet somebody and be like, hey, let's get on the phone so I can pitch you. No. And if you're doing that, that is creepy, and people will see that coming a mile away. They will run. They will hide. They will tell people about how crazy you are. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is 2016 here. Your clients have definitely gotten a lot smarter. They are savvy, okay? Another thing that I really feel like has to be said, because this is just my mission, anybody who's using scare tactics, you're coming from a place of lack, or you're trying to bully people or manipulate people into using you or your product or service, that is not the deal, okay? It does not need to be that way. You do not need to be this super aggressive, making people feel bad because they don't want to work with you, because I've got news for you. If people don't want to work with you, they're not your ideal client. because there are literally a billion people a month on Facebook. Your people are out there, okay? And these girls just went over exactly how to find your people, your tribe, okay? So don't be getting all crazy and stuff on these people. You don't need to do that in your discovery calls, okay, your sales calls. First off, do you know what you're discovering? This is absolutely crazy to me, but a lot of people go in there and I say, well, what do you do on your discovery calls and their sales calls? And they're like, just let them talk, and then I talk about my product and service. And guys, stop it. Listen, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you need to be listening twice as much as you are talking. Okay, that is the bottom line truth. Okay, so you want to go in there and ask her a lot of questions, and the very first thing that you want to do, and you have to look at this, it's kind of like a boxing match. Okay, so your client's coming in and she's like, I don't want to be sold nothing. Don't you sell me something, because nobody wants to be sold. Nobody wants to be told, oh, you got to have this. No, that's just bad. And then as I'm going to call it salespeople, but as the coach or the person selling the product or whatever, we go in with our gloves up too. And we're like, okay, I need this sale because, I got this bill due, my kid's got to get braces or whatever it is. So if you go into it in an aggressive manner, then everybody's got their gloves up and you're going to end up in a fight. Nobody sells anything in a fight. That's not going to help you get where you need to go. So take a deep breath, set them down, and in the beginning, you really just want to do, in the sales term it's called takeaway, but really you just want to take a deep breath and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to ask you a couple questions about your business and what's going on. I'm going to see if I can help you. Okay, you're probably going to have some questions too. Feel free to interrupt me, and we'll just kind of get through the end and see if we're a good fit, and then together at the end we'll make a decision. Is that fair? And shut up and let her answer, okay? Because at that point, she's like, oh, just taking a deep breath up. And you can literally, and if you're doing a Skype call or a video call, because you can do these all kinds of different ways, you can literally see the stress drop out of her face because she knows you're not trying to sell her on anything. Okay? You're just going to see if it's a fit because maybe it's not a fit for her. And that is the God's honest truth, okay? Just seeing if you can help her. All right? There's only 2 places that your interactions come from in this world, and I firmly believe this. I know this like I know this. One is fear, and the other is love. Okay? So if you approach your calls out of a place of fear, that's when you're in that really sticky space, and you're like, oh my God, what is she gonna say about me? Is she gonna buy my product? Is she gonna think I'm pushy? Is she this? Is she that? That's a place of fear. That's about you. And honey, it's not about you. It's about her. It's about helping her. Okay? So come at it from a place of love. If you come at your discovery calls from a genuine place of curiosity, where you just want to get to know her, know what her problems are, and you can maybe share a little bit with her about how you're helping other people that are just like her who have problems that are very, very similar, you're going to get somewhere, okay? Just be genuinely, boldly curious about people and come from a place of how can I powerfully serve her. I promise you'll never come off salesy. Never, never come off salesy, okay? There's so many people in the world that don't have anybody that listens to them, okay? And I'm guilty of it sometimes. You're guilty of it sometimes. We all are. But you've got people, their husband doesn't listen to them, their boyfriend doesn't listen to them, their kids don't listen to them, their pastor don't listen to them, whoever it is. People want somebody to listen in their lives, okay? So I'm not saying lose control of the conversation, but my literal script for discovery calls, for sales calls, is about 6 questions. And that's it. And I start them all the same way, like, hey, thank you for showing up here. Really appreciate it. Not everybody's willing, to kind of take a look at this problem that we're talking about here. And, I'm going to start by just asking you some questions, and I'm sure you're going to have some questions for me. Feel free to interrupt. And then we're going to see if we're a good fit at the end. Is that fair? And you just leave it at that, okay? You don't need to be this car salesman. Did anybody else just hear the echo?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'm correct. I'm staying meeting. Yay! Yay!
Yeah, I'm hearing the echo.
Are you? All right. Let me see what we got going on here.
Well, it's coming from Tanya, but I think it just stopped.
Well, I think it did too. See, look. It doesn't matter how good you get at your craft. You can still have technical difficulties, guys. This stuff still happens to everybody.
Yes. Tanya just wanted to make sure that you heard it twice. That's all. We're just trying to make sure the point is driven home.
That's right. It's so true, guys. And I could talk about this literally all day about what type of questions you should be asking, because literally statistics show if you ask the right questions in the beginning, then you're going to get yeses at the end, because you just have funneled them in this perfect direct upside down V, and the only question left is like, yes, I love you, take my money. We all know that doesn't happen every single time, but asking the right questions in the beginning, and definitely opening the call the right way, where you do that that takeaway where you just let her take her gloves off, and let her guard down, so that you guys can just have a powerful conversation together about ways that you can actually help her. Because, there's a lot of people in the world that are blowing smoke. They're straight bullshit artists. I'm sorry to say it. It's true. And you want to stand out from them, and you want to make a point that you know what you're talking about. There's 3 things that I've learned that you show up to every discovery call with, okay? The first one is that you are sharp as a tack, and that can be taken so many different ways. But, looking nice, because I don't know about you guys, but if I showed up here in my pajamas with my hair up in a knot and looking crazy, that's a little less credible, right? Like, this girl thinks she, can do $1 million a year in sales, and she looks a hot mess? No. Okay, so you need to show up sharp as a tack. That also means that you sound like you know what you're talking about. Okay? So that rolls into the second one, which is enthusiastic as hell. Okay? So you need to be sharp as a tack and enthusiastic as hell, because if I'm sitting here and I'm just kind of, not even making eye contact with you guys, and I'm slouching, and nobody wants that. I'm tired of hearing myself just do it for 30 seconds. Like, no. Be enthusiastic, high energy. All right? The third thing you need to be is an expert in your field. Okay? If you don't know what you're talking about, or you're just kind of repeating other things that people have said, listen to how that came out. If you're just repeating what other people are saying in your industry, and you're not sounding like an authority figure, people aren't going to have the confidence to invest with you. Okay? Because this is an investment not only in themselves, but with you, okay? So you need to demonstrate that you kind of know what the hell you're talking about, all right? So sharp as a tack, enthusiastic as hell, and a leader in your field. There are so many more things we could go into tonight, and I'm kind of trying to be mindful of the time. I know you guys are busy. I know you guys have families and lives, so I'm going to get right down to the nitty, because we have this great, exciting announcement that we're making right now, and this is we've never collaborated like this before. You've never had this much experience doing this before. But we have designed literally a revolutionary course that is going to change the complete face of your business. Like, who here doesn't want to recognize their business in 6 weeks? Who here wants to turn around and look and be like, who was that crazy chick, and how did she even know what she was doing? Like, I am not kidding. It is that crazy, okay? The 3 of us have gotten together. We've got over 30 years of business, of sales, marketing experience here. We've put our brains together, and if you don't know, which you should know, that when you have 2 or more minds that come together, that can take you to a way more powerful and provocative place, okay? We should be charging, I don't know, $5,000 for this or more. I know I personally have paid like over $7,000 just for 1 weekend's worth of knowledge to better my business. But we are letting you guys in. This is a special just for you people who are here tonight, who are the early adopters, who are the people who are the fast decision makers. Those are the leaders in your field, guys. It's literally going to be a 6-week course, okay? We're going to give value, all 3 of us pouring into you for 6 full weeks, okay? And that literally comes for $179. Not a week, not a month, but literally $179 for 6 weeks. Okay, guys? It's literally less than a latte a day. Okay, I would love to see the guys in here who think that you can't get better at your craft, because that is one thing that I know, if you continue to hone your craft, if you continue to work on your skills, you will continue to get better, and you will continue to raise your business, and you'll get to that 6-figure level, you'll get to that 5-figure month, you'll get to that whatever that next plateau is for you guys, or that next level you guys are looking to get. And I know that the other girls are waiting to jump in here, but this is just so super important to me because I know that in the back of your head you're going, this might be a little too good to be true. Like, that seems like a ridiculously small price for what these girls have. And I'm going to tell you right now, Zig Ziglar, who, if you don't know who Zig Ziglar is, you need to Google that shit right now. But he said this thing that if you help enough people get what they want, then you have no choice to get what you want. I'm going to say it again. If you help enough people get what they want, then you have no choice but to receive what you want. And I live my life like that. Like, I believe in the ripple like nobody's business. I help you, who help two people, who help two people. We have changed the world.
I love that. And you're right. This is an amazing value, and they should already be getting their purses and opening their wallets and figuring out how to buy. Like, we should be getting text messages right now on our phones, like, what's the link? Because the three of us together, I mean, I want to buy it. That's how good it is. Because, again, we're already amazing, us alone. Like, and the people who are watching this, they know that. But the three of us together to be providing 6 weeks of how to kill it on a discovery call. I mean, I've seen people in groups today asking about that. How to get people that are literally hanging on your every word and clicking like on your comments, right? Erica, no more crickets. Messaging
no more crickets.
Hashtag no more crickets. Like, that is where we're at right now. And if that's you, and like I said, I don't want to call nobody out, but I've been seeing some people out there saying that they need clients, and they need clients yesterday. And we are here who have had clients this month and clients last month, and we can teach you exactly what it takes to do it in a way that's not only going to give you clients today, but it's going to give you sustainable business so that you are in business tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and into however long you want to be an entrepreneur. But these are strategies that are going to take you into next level. We talk about 7 figures, and, you know, Gretchen loves that 7-figure mark. And if that's what you're looking for, these are the strategies that we've handled millions of dollars, so we know how to do it. And if you're looking for that level, then you need to seriously consider what you've been doing and what you could be doing as we're teaching you how to take it to the next level. Dropping my mic.
Yep.
All right, so how do they do it, ladies? Who's got the link? Like, how do I sign up? I want to give you my money right now.
This is so true. Well, it is bit.ly/Build Brand Bank. Actually, Build Brand Cash. bit.ly/Build Brand Cash Mastermind.
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm confused. Okay, bit.ly/Brand Build Cash Mastermind.
No. bit.ly. Oh, we made it like 45 minutes without a mess up. It's actually, I put boot camp. So it's bit.ly/Build Brand Cash Bootcamp. Officially.
Officially.
Officially. But it's going to be all over, so do not use mixing up the link as an excuse. I just want to tell you guys, I know you're going to sign up. If you're watching this, you would be insane not to. The best decision that I ever made for my business was investing in myself to see it happen. So this is the best investment that you can make. My only challenge to you is while you're signing up, get a friend. Grab your accountability partner. Grab that person that's going to go through this with you. Like, we're not going to beg you because we know the value of it, and we also know that we're closing the doors. We have limited spots. So grab yours. If you're watching the replay, reach out to us. If you have questions, if you're not live and you didn't get a chance to post questions like those that are live did, make sure that you reach out to us. Do not let anything block you from grabbing your seat. Gretchen, Tanya, you guys know, like, what they're bringing to the table is ridiculous, and you want to be a part of it.
Oh my God, Erica, I just had an idea. You were talking about get your accountability partner, get your mastermind girls together. What if we do something for referrals?
Let's do it. And we're literally making this up right now. Let's do it. Let's give them something.
Because this is about giving value. Right? It's about giving back. So what can we do? What can we do for these girls that get their mastermind groups together or something? Like, there's 3 of us. Let's say you get 3 referrals. What can we do?
I think we should give them an intent. They're going to get a bonus session from us. I think if you get 3 girls we're going to have a private session. For those that bring in 3 people, this is a private session for you all. So if you bring in 3 people, we're not just going to give you the information in the group, which is going to be insane. In addition to that, we're going to have a private session that's exclusive only to the people that have brought in 3 women, and we're going to help you. Like, you're already going to take your business to new heights, like ridiculous new heights, and we're going to take it even further because you're going to have Gretchen, myself, and Tanya on board with you.
Oh my God, I love that.
And we'll do 3 separate intensive sessions. So 1 with Erica, 1 with Gretchen, and 1 with myself.
We are 3 ladies.
Oh my goodness. All these 3s. I am loving it, loving it, loving it. So if you're not fired up yet, if you're not absolutely like, I got to find out what the hell this link is about so I can get in on this, like, I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you. Like, this is going to be amazing. I'm so dead serious about this. You're going to want to turn around and be like, who was that girl? Because my business is completely different in 6 weeks.
Let's do it. I'm pumped. I hope to see, if you're watching right now, I hope to see you there. I hope to see you make that decision and grab one of those spots. They are limited, but we're going in for 6 weeks. 6 weeks to take your business where it has never, ever gone before.
Oh my God, Star Trek. That is so awesome. But this is limited. The price will go up, ladies. Like, this is only good, and I'm not even sure, like maybe 48 hours or something. I don't even know. So get in on it now. And if you're confused about something, get a hold of one of us on Facebook, send us a private message or whatever, because this is so awesome and so serious. If you don't know if this is for you or not, please reach out for sure. All right, I guess I'm going to get some of the close out. So does anybody else have anything they want to add?
Well, I was looking over at the chats, and it's been a little quiet. So what I'm going to say is, if you have any questions, as we've all mentioned already, feel free to message us, email, whatever, and ask us questions about this program, questions about tonight's content, or whatever, so we can help you and guide you in the right direction. So, like I said, there's 90 comments right now, so we'll let that go, but definitely, especially replay viewers, we want you to reach out as well. So, again, the link is bit.ly/buildbrandcash bootcamp. All right, so with that being said, we're going to sign off. On behalf of my other 2 lovely ladies, we thank you so much for your time. We did go over a little bit because we just wanted to love on you so much and give you so much value that we went over by a couple of minutes, not too much. So we hope that you enjoyed this. Again, we thank you so much, and we look forward to hearing from you, whether it's you loved this webinar, or you want to join our program. All right, so we will talk to you soon. Have a great night. All right.